Good evening, everyone. It's Shelley Johns here from Gympie. I'm here with Ross.
Good evening.
And this is our open Monday night team call, so it's open to everybody, and we cover different topics each week. And this week's all about social media, not every single platform, but just some basics on the things we know people use the most. So we're going to kick off with our good news like we normally do. So we'll start with Lindy. I know you've been doing lots of personal development. You've got a great result to share. So share where you're from and your good news.
Hi everyone, I'm Lindy and I'm from Canberra, and sorry, flies, and I've been continuing with Ben with his weight loss. He only has about 5 or 6 kilos left to go, but he lost 700 grams this week. And for Ben, that's purely just from having that aloe in his water and shake. So he's limited with his diet. And I've been going out and doing anywhere between 500 to 700 flyers a day. I made a commitment I'd do that for 5 days a week. That's going to be fun tomorrow because it's going to be nearly 40, but I'll just pick my time of the day and do it. And also doing a lot of personal development. You know, sometimes some things happen around you that are often out of your control. So rather than sitting there and wallowing and doing comfort eating, which I would have done many years ago, I've been doing a lot of reading. So, yeah, that's what I've been up to this week.
What a great swap.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome, Lindy. We're really proud of you. So thank you for sharing. Cara, good news for the week?
Yeah, so this morning we got a stack of canisters out for our competition that we've got going at the moment, which we smashed over 9 canisters in an hour this morning and only got 3 no's, and all the no's, they all took flyers bar 1, so that was pretty awesome. And this afternoon I did a sample session with a lady that looks like she's going to come on product as well.
Awesome. Fantastic. And what did you think of Saturday?
Yeah, it was awesome. Had really good chat with Jerry. I noticed that he was referring back to his notes from like 15 years ago, so I had a good chat to him about how to keep that momentum and building your journal and those sorts of things. So yeah, absolutely amazing. And I loved Carmel's jellies. They were fantastic.
Yeah, they're pretty Moorish. They went down quickly.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic. What great news. Well done. James and Amanda, so obviously you've been out putting out some canisters, but what did you think of Saturday?
It was awesome. Look, I got to talk to both Jerry and Carmel a fair bit. And, yeah, once again, Jerry keeping notes, you know, as it's, you know, going to be good in years to come to be able to refer back to the information that you've learned right from the start. So keeping good notes is a good thing. And once again, the jellies were awesome. All the food was actually.
No, we nailed it. Those little reindeer things that you made was so cute and tasted amazing, like just with that rum essence stuff.
Yeah.
And, tastes like real rum. And yeah, there's some really clever and delicious things, Christmassy as well. We just have to get Lindy to be able to teleport herself on the day to our centre. I think she needs that.
Oh yeah, I'd be in that.
Sorry about the noise. We've got the windows open to try and cool down a bit, and there's trucks driving past.
I can't hear a thing.
I can't hear them.
No? Oh, well, that's right. It's only us.
It was only a quiet one.
So, so lots of great news. Saturday was great. And of course, you know, the reason why, we often ask, who do you relate to and that, and I know Cara said Michael really relates to Jerry, and just having that obviously long-term relationship, because I used to run team calls with Jerry and Carmel before I split off and did these ones. So, you know, I've known them for a long time, and I think they've got that great, you know, back to basics, you know, the Mark Hughes kind of way of doing things. And I think that really shows through. And if you can have that experience, learn from that experience and values, then, you know, it'll help you create a really great long-term business as well. So, and it was great that Jennifer and Jan came along too, you know, 39-degree heat, lucky we had aircon, but it was a really great day as well. I know Jess got a lot out of it. She's super inspired in that. So, so she'll be at Walking Group tomorrow, and she's really excited to get started. So thank you for making it awesome, sharing your results, Trishy did a great job with the HOM, didn't she? Reading off the cards, that really helped, and I just think it was really great. Yeah, for 3 hours we jam-packed a lot in, so it was cool. So we went out and did, we didn't get flyers and letterboxes, so it was a little bit, got to 5 p.m. I'm like, I don't want to go anywhere, but we did do lucky spots. I'm going to got a call tonight from them at 7 o'clock, so I've got to ring her back tomorrow. She obviously lives out at Imbil, looking at her number. And we did some walk and talks for the goal setting workshop, so I'll start sending those flyers out for you. I just tweaked it a little bit so that it's got Saturday on there, because someone said, oh, what day is the 4th? I went, oh, I obviously don't have that on there, so I just changed it, so I'll post them up for you. 3 canisters out, not quite 9, but that's okay. And what else did we do? And the lucky spots, which are really easy to do, especially in hot weather, just flicking them out. So yes, I think I'd like to do some work from home ones as well. So yeah, I think that's cool. Is anything else? No. Cool. So let's get on with our training tonight. I loved all these quotes. You know me, I'm always looking for quotes and things that are uplifting. So if I'm not sort of in the mood for reading, sometimes I'll just go looking for quotes or little things that make me feel good. So I love this one. Happiness is working with great people, and I really feel like we have that. You know, to me, being happy is like so important. So it's just as important as being healthy. I think they go hand in hand, and you know, I just love sharing that with everyone. So I think if you can find your favorite quotes and keep putting them up on Facebook, especially when you're sharing your results or anything you're doing, you want to have that nice mix of things on your timeline, and we're going to go through that tonight. So, oops, not working. Oh, we did the good news. So building tips, this is not just Facebook, but it's social media and that online marketing. There is a guideline that you can download off the Herbalife website, myherbalife.com.au, which goes through all the social media do's and don'ts. So I would suggest downloading that and having a bit of a look, even though we do talk about them a bit. There's probably just a few little extra things on there, but I'm not going to go through those tonight. So let's look at Facebook. And look, there's a lot of people on Facebook. I'm going to go through some of the stats. So your marketing is really about having a profile, whether you're doing a business page or you're doing your own personal page, managing that profile, posting consistently, and create shareable content. So Facebook loves when you create things that are unique to you. So even if you come up with your own quotes and photos and different things like that, it likes unique content. It also likes you to share other people's contents, but more likes and shares. So when I send friends requests to people, I don't just friends request them and send them, hey, I'll do Herbalife, will you do, yeah, come and buy my stuff. I'm actually take a little bit of time over weeks where I'm liking their posts and things like that. And because I'm interested, it's usually horsey people or things that I like. What are we looking at? Cool. We'll cover that. So Lindy, yes. So liking and sharing things as well. So I like to do a bit of that, but you want to kind of have a healthy balance and connecting to other people as well. So continually making those connections in different ways. So, so some of the guides would be a maximum of 3 lines of text. Sometimes when you start doing lots and lots, most people don't want to read it. So if you keep it nice and short, and also when you post, sometimes it clicks on see more. Not everyone will click on to see more. So if you've got most of what you want to say in those 3 lines, try and do that. So that's a good one to think about, because a maximum of 3 lines gains 60% more likes, comments and shares. How cool is that? Posting at least 5 times a week. It helps you to stay in the minds of your fans and people that have liked your page. And the optimal hours from 18 to 24-year-olds is between 9 and 10 p.m. But I'm pretty sure that the older age group, 35 through to say 55, is actually more like 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Okay. And also another time is for mums, is that school, just before school pickup time. How many times have you gone to schools and things like that just before 3 p.m. and all the parents are there on their phones. Lindy's getting attacked by flies, so you know, they're sitting on their phones. So just imagine if you've done a post around that 2 p.m, 2:15, 2:30, that you're going to get a lot of people see it as well. So thinking about the times that you post and how many people are going to see it. This is another one as well, looking at the worst day to post is a Tuesday apparently, but not for our walking group. And the best days are Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, with the best days with the highest level of engagement is the weekend. So obviously people aren't at work and you've got more people on social media. And so they do say that Facebook users also browse Facebook on their desktops, on their computers during breaks and lunchtime. So would that be true, Cara, do you think? Yep. So sometimes it's good to watch what people are doing in your workplace. And the times is 1 to 4 p.m. during work hours is when most people are on. So that must be when they're having their lunch breaks and things like that. So just things to think about of when to post.
That's when people are bored and they've had enough of the day and they want to start doing something
They
else.
stop working.
That's what's going on.
No,
Most businesses have lunch breaks between 1 and 2, between 12 and 2. So you'll actually see in an organisation the likes of local government in a lunchroom, everyone will go and get their lunch and are sitting down usually by about 12:30 at the earliest. That's when they start.
Cool. So good things to think about. Now, these are some of the other platforms. And as you know, I'm not very good at the other platforms, but it's good to know that you've got 58% like on who's, the most dominant one is Facebook, even though Mackenzie says it's for old people. I think it's, I kind of like that. I don't want all the young people to be on it, crowding it up with stuff. I think, we want it for a specific purpose. LinkedIn, and I know Gary Vee's very big on LinkedIn, saying it's the new up and coming one for that sort of thing for businesses. Twitter, MySpace, Google, Instagram, I know is another one that's growing, Pinterest, Tumblr, etc. There's lots of other ones as well. So you need to think about which ones you want to be on, how many you want to be on. And I know there's lots of apps that allow you to, I think there's like Hootsuite, ones that allow you to get all your content organized and allow you to do multiple platforms. But again, each platform likes unique content as well. So
yeah, there's a new one called TikTok, which is a bit like
yeah, Mackenzie
combination.
One.
Yeah.
Drives me crazy. I can't stand it. But apparently, who was saying that was not? So I think Gary Vee was saying TikTok's not going to last. They'll just be on to the next thing. It's not one that he would invest in anyway. So I guess he's always looking for those trends. Anyway, for me, to be honest, Facebook's enough, and I'm going to do a little bit more Instagram. That's about it, because I know Instagram's on hashtags, and we went to a seminar with Kerwin Ray last year or the year before, a couple of years ago, and he just said the key to Instagram is whatever you're posting about, do a Google on the most common hashtags for your industry: weight loss, nutrition, personal development, anything like that, network marketing. Come up with all the most common hashtags. All you do is you Google it, it'll come up with a whole list. You copy and paste those, and then when you do your Instagram post, and then you actually you post it, then you go into the comment section on your Instagram and you copy and paste a block of them of about 30. And then he says you go back about half an hour later, you delete them, and then you do another block. And you do that about 3 times. He said it actually helps to lift the audience. And obviously you need a lot of followers and things like that. He also said that Facebook does not like too many hashtags. So if you see a lot of people doing 10, 20 hashtags, reality it only likes 2 or 3. Otherwise the viewing goes down.
If you look at LinkedIn, sorry to interrupt you, but if you do in LinkedIn and you just type in a couple of the letters, it'll bring up the hashtag for you.
Yeah.
But because Herbalife in the States put up their whether it be like trying to have less plastic or whatever it might be, then you can just repost that with your own things or whatever else you've done today. And because you've done a Herbalife one that attracts millions of people anyway, then that boosts the algorithm. So LinkedIn's quite good for a business perspective too. And you can,
Well, Gary Vee talks a lot about LinkedIn. Yes, Cara?
LinkedIn is the social media for professionals. That's really being pushed these days.
Okay, so I just looked something up for you while we're talking. So It stands, the units, what they're talking about is it's for the monthly active users. So there may be more people on the platform, but the monthly active users. There's 2.23 billion people actively use Facebook each month.
Good.
YouTube's next at 1.9 billion. WhatsApp, never heard of it, 1.5 billion.
Someone was talking about that the other day.
Messenger, which you all understand, 1.3 billion. WeChat, 1.06 billion. Instagram has 1 billion. And then QQ, whatever that is, 861 million. Tumblr, 642. Qzone, 632. TikTok, 500 million. Shino Weibo, 392. Twitter's 335 million.
So there's a lot of people.
So there's lots of other platforms out there that we don't use.
Ross, if you were going to if you, instead of wanting to do Messenger group chat, you would use WhatsApp. So it looks like a phone handle, but it's just, it's a good way of getting a conversation. And WeChat is very similar, but the Chinese sector use it of Herbalife because they can then do payments as well. So it's got a whole combination of platforms within the one app.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
So
you're saying we're old and we're not up to speed with everything that's going on?
Look,
Maybe.
I think it's just working out what feels good for you. Obviously, Facebook's the one we're all on and interact with, but if there's something new, Google it, go onto YouTube, learn how to do it. There's lots of little courses and things you can do in your community to get yourself up to speed.
Yeah, but how much time do you want to spend on them all too? So
you just need to make a choice. So you don't want to be gobbling up your productive time doing it, but you can do it in the cracks of your day is how I look at it. Just a little video here to watch and just to pick up those little tips, I suppose. So yes, okay, we've done that over. So it's gone up now, more than 500 million. That was over 1 billion. So this is actually outdated. So we won't. Let's not go on that then. So, but it's saying over 50% of users are between 25 and 54. So it's the demographic that I want. So that makes me feel better about using it. Okay, so improving your profile. So this is your Facebook profile, whether you've got a totally separate, like a fan page, or you've got your just your regular timeline. Some people like to do both. I've just decided that I want one because I think it would drive me nuts trying to do. In fact, I need to chop down some of the pages and stuff I've got. So this is improving your profile, building a trust and like factor, and that attraction marketing that you hear about takes time to do. So your profile picture is your storefront. A head and shoulder shot is best. Be presentable, smiling. Remember, you are now a public figure. As soon as you put that you're a Herbalife coach or distributor or an entrepreneur or wellness coach, whatever you put, that's also, you're in business. So you're showing your profession. So your cover photo, so your profile picture is the little one and your cover photo is the big rectangle one. So it shows who you are, what's important to you, family, and what you love. Okay, it might be a quote, it could be a picture of the kids, it could be things that you've done, and you can change that around as well. So at the moment, mine's, I've got one with all of us when we went on the yacht and like the team and the girls and that sort of thing. And I think one of you.
Got one of me?
I think you're on there.
Fair enough.
But just showing who's in your life and what you're doing and things that you love. But of course you can change it as well. So your bio is the key words that say who you are. So you want to click on your bio. You can put where you grew up if you wish. You don't have to show that unless if you think it's an advantage. Previous jobs if it's an advantage, and what people are going to relate to. So just nice little catchphrases as well, things about you. So that's your bio. So is everyone cool with this? You know what I'm, oops, sorry. Featured photos. So this is something really important. But otherwise, if you don't select your featured photos, it's just going to select them for you. Okay, so when you go onto your phone, you can. This is the only time I'll let you be on your phone. So we're on a team call. If you go back to Facebook, so I'm going to my thing. So I've got my cover photo. I've got my you probably won't be able to see that. No. My profile photo, cover photo. Then I've got my bio. It says shape up for summer, achieve your goals with Herbalife Nutrition and my one-on-one coaching smiley face. Then I've got owner at Gympie Lifestyle Central and coach at Gympie Fit Club, studied architectural drafting, lives in Gympie from Mildura. Then I've got my Go Herbalife website on there, which I think is really good. I've actually had someone visit that site this week. because they saw it there. Then it's got my featured photos. So there's 9 photos showing, and I've actually selected those photos. So if you're looking at mine, you'll see that I've clicked on them. So you may need to go back in and do that. So it says edit public details. You can click on that and then select your featured photos. Select 9 that represent who you are, showing your lifestyle, your variety, family. It's fun, it's positive, successful, whatever it is that you want to have your 9 featured photos that you've chosen.
I'm just having a look and I'm just trying to see, where's the bio?
Bio is actually just under your name. So it'll be, so I've got Shelley Johnson, I've got Shape Up for Summer. So it's there, it's called the bio. It's going to look different on the computer than on the phone. So I've got edit here it is. So add to story, view as, edit profile. I haven't done add to story at all, so I'm not quite sure what the advantage of is adding to your story as posting. Do you know what that is, Cara?
Yeah, so we've been playing with add to your story recently, and well, Michael in particular has been, and he's getting more hits from different people than normally look at it, because it's a quick come look at it and it's gone. It doesn't stay on your profile.
So should you do both then?
Yeah, we're using it as a not something that people are going to get information out of, just a quick, here I am, this is what I'm doing, and off it goes.
Yep. So
it's just a different way of marketing that.
Cool. Okay.
And he's getting heaps more hits out of it. So.
Okay, so that's something to, and I guess Facebook likes us to use their features. So sometimes to just play around and do things. So I will make sure that I work on that. Just like I was going to post on Instagram, which I did once last week, but I am working on it. Okay, so that's improving your profile. Then, so here it is, sorry. Here's a picture of it. So I've got, I had a quote here and the picture. This was my old bio. So I've got edit, I can edit it, see Lindy, and I've just got, so it can be a sentence, it can be whatever you want really, but you've only got so many. I think you've got 100 characters you can use and then it stops. So on my phone, I like it because I can add little love hearts and emojis, and the computer I find a little bit more restrictive, I suppose. Then I've just got all these things here, but I can edit my profile and do all that as well. I did have Gympie Fit Club on here, but I've changed it to Go Herbalife because I feel it will get more business. Like it's more, what I want. I want people to click on my Go Herbalife and go and have a look at it. And of course, I'll get, I should get a notification of that so I can follow up.
I'll probably just have to play around a little bit more. So
yeah, just time. Play. If you need some help, we can give you a call and walk you through it. And these are the featured photos, the 9 featured photos, but I've obviously changed them since as well.
Okay.
So that's what it looks like. Okay, so has everyone got that? So this one is tips on adding more friends with people you don't know. So this is something I've been working on. So warm marketers, the people you know, and you can get away with things a little bit more pitchy, like messaging them and saying, hey, could you share this on my timeline? Or thanks for liking my post, really appreciate it. Would you be interested, or do you know? You can be a little bit more upfront with them, but your cold market, they don't know you. So trying to sell in posts is a turn off to your cold market. Okay, so who is your target audience? Who's your ideal client or team member? So you need to think about that. What age are they? Their background, their interests, maybe what sort of goal, thinking about your ideal client. And again, your ideal team member. And
can I just add something in for you too? Just going back on the previous one. If you've got, how sometimes you're getting a lot of things at the moment when people are saying, oh, someone's copied my profile and all that sort of stuff. If you go into your settings and go into blocking, and in that search bar you type the words following me, and you'll be amazed how many people, even if you've got your settings on quite far, and if you do that once a week, then you can just filter out a lot of the stuff, and touch wood, nothing's happened yet. So something to look at. And
definitely having making sure people can't hack into it by having a very good password as well. Look, you can't stop people copying your profile, but just do the best you can. The other thing is to add at least 3 new friends each day. Now, if you're a bit thinking about your personal profile where you're putting all your family stuff, then that's when you would do a fan page and do that instead. And if you're not sure how to do that, just Google it. So then you can do it as well. So I'm always collecting new people. So I send out at least 3 new friends requests each day, and not everyone says yes.
On a fan page,
No,
you cannot actually add friends. They have to like your
they
page.
do. Yes, that's right. Sorry, I'm following. So that's a little bit different. So on your timeline, like on your normal sort of Facebook profile, so I'd send friends requests to people, probably 3 each day minimum. Not everyone says yes, but I'm looking for people's specific interests, people that are either local, and generally I'll click on who their friend, like I'll have a look at who their friends are if I can see it, and if they're friends with any other Herbalife member, I tend not to do it until they're a client or a member, then I will, so I can help support them. But if they're like a horsey person, which I know I'm doing that one at the moment, then I'm sending it. I usually just go and look and make sure that they're not into something else that's in direct competition, because I've done that accidentally a few times. So then I just unlike them, because I don't want to be competing with them, and I also don't want them pitching me, which generally happens. And just getting more people. So I think this is a really important thing to do, to continue to do. But remember check their profile to make sure that they're in alignment with the sort of person you want to work with and have as a client. And it takes time to build the like and trust, most importantly. So the day you plant the seed is not the day you enjoy the fruit. So this is what I'm trying to say, is it takes time, like the bamboo growing. You don't see a lot, and then all of a sudden it starts to come to fruition. So that's probably been happening to me now, but it's taken me a long time, and being patient and consistent and persistent with it, and being authentic as well. You just want to be yourself, because you'll attract people like you, and it'll be more enjoyable too. So what pages are you liking, and are they in alignment with your values and beliefs? I know this is one you're really...
Yeah, well, this comes up a lot, and you may not realize it, and you'll see it on your own page.
I think there's the next slide.
Okay, if you got the next slide, then show that. So at times it'll come up like something like this. So obviously,
so Cara and I like Anchor
Realty, right? So that's great, because that comes up on, say, my page, right? So I get to see, so a sponsored post gets shot at me because I have friends that have liked a page. So automatically I go, oh, yeah, Anchor Realty, that's fine. Lindy likes Tourism Fiji, right? But there's times when things like Coca-Cola will get thrown at me, or McDonald's, or whatever, and it'll be because somebody in your friends group has liked that page at some point. So you then have to think to yourself, I'm out trying to tell people I'm healthy, fit, and whatever I'm doing, but all of a sudden I love every junk food company under the sun, and it's being shot out to every one of your friends, because every time they pay for a sponsored page, it gets shot to your friends, and you don't know it. It gets shot to your friends' page because they're trying to encourage, oh, if Cara and Shirley likes Anchor Realty, I should go and check Anchor Realty out. That's what the whole idea is designed for.
So when I first started Facebook, I think it was 2010. Could have been, yeah. That I was probably liking a whole bunch of stuff that I wasn't even thinking about. And of course, some of you have just joined Herbalife, so you might have been liking things previously. And there's nothing wrong with that, because you want to still be real and say join life. So this is how you find the pages. So you go, this is your slides, just so you know.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so you made this.
So you can go that way, or you can go through your phone and do the same thing. And if you go into your phone and look in your profile and go pages, which is exactly the same thing, and then you can click across to the word liked, it will come up with everything you've liked at some point.
That's on there too.
Yeah, so same principle. All right, so whether you do it off the computer or whether you do it off your phone, you can actually go through and go, yeah, I like them. Ooh, hang on a minute. Why am I still got that like? Because sometimes we'll like stuff and not even think twice about it. All right, so it's just another way
It's just a way to clean up your
from
profile
time to time,
and see, because sometimes I'll go back when I've got time and just clean up and unlike a few things and like a few things. But I like to support local businesses. It's probably one that I do a lot. And I'm sure a lot of you do that too. I see that with a lot of your posts. And I think it's a really positive thing to do that.
Well, I've also noticed a lot lately, people seem to be shooting you, oh, such and such wants you to like this page. It won't be their page. It's just a friend of them. They're just trying to get you to like the page. And if you just go, yeah, click, 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 you've got no idea. I've just got recently gone. And unfortunately, if you don't do anything about it, Facebook will keep shoving it at you going, oh, you've been invited to like this page. You've been invited to like this page. So I basically either got to like it or decline it. Otherwise, it's going to keep being sent to you.
Yeah. So This is really important when you're doing anything really, just life in general. But when you're out there, just be authentic, be genuine, be real, be yourself. And I think it's really important because we don't want you to be someone else. We want to be you. Do we want to bring out the best in you, and we want us to all grow and develop? Yes, but we still want you to be who you are. So, you know, if you're a bit crazy and silly like me, that you can still have that in there. If you're a bit more serious and down to earth, or, you know, like having a bit of a joke, like obviously Jerry had a bit of sense of humor on Saturday. And, you know, it's nice to have that come through, right? Imagine how serious he had to be when he was a banker. And now he's in this industry where he can just have that sense of humor come out. So you just really want to be yourself. I really want to stress how important it is, because you will enjoy yourself so much more. You will attract people like you. So all the dogs are barking. Probably won't be able to hear it. So, but never vent. If you're having a bad day, never share it on Facebook. And I know this is really hard. Contact a friend, one of us, and just talk to them. Okay, and I know a lot of you do this already, which is great, and I know I do too. So look, it doesn't mean we don't have life happen and have, you know, annoying things go on, but we don't really need to vent on Facebook, because it's like a little pebble in the pond. The ripples spread out. So you need to think about, what sort of ripples do I want to be, you know, responsible for. So not always easy, I must admit, but, you know, if you ever want to have a whinge or get some stuff off your chest, cry, yell, scream,
on social media.
Just call me, I can handle it. I'm okay, because I get that sometimes we need to do that because it makes us feel better and is a great way of dealing with things as well. So just saying, unless you're doing it every day, then I might not answer my phone. I'm just joking. Just teasing. So I'm always available. So this is one of the ones I think I saw on that time. Life is full of disappointments, and I just added you to the list. I'm like, why would someone put that on Facebook? But these are the things that people put on Facebook. And I don't mind if someone's having a bit of a joke. There's nothing wrong with that sense of humor, it's joke. But if there's negative stuff going up all the time, I find it really repelling. Like I'm repelled by it. I don't know why, but I am. Branding. So I think this is one you put up. So you want to be your own brand. So you are the brand. People aren't buying Herbalife Nutrition. Guess what they're buying? They're buying you.
So, so I can do this. So realistically, you have to think of something with social media. In the past, if you were, well, I won't say what I was going to say, Herbalife, you were a brand, you're a company, you would have to go and hire a media company to advertise, you would do advertising, you'd find a promotions manager, you'd have to go to the TV network to put your ad up, you know, the local magazine. You, in today's world, are all of that. You are a brand. You automatically are a media company. You are a promotions manager for your business. You are actually a TV network if you put up a small video. When you think about it, that's all a TV network is. You are putting up a video. You are the local gossip magazine if you use it the wrong way around. And you are a newspaper and a global news reporter, because that's what you do. When you think about it, what the world used to do and have specific people that, we do all that today, and that they are the functions of all those positions. We all do that almost every day on social media, that it took hundreds of people to do in the past. We do now in a couple of seconds. Yeah. So. And
so people are going to buy you. So you're the brand. Yes, we're Herbalife coaches, but really they're buying you, and they're going to, you know, like, you know, you're going to have people that are mums that are really drawn to the mums, and the guy, you know, the blokey guys, sporty guys, you know, or whatever it is that you're into. You're going to have people that are drawn to you because of who you are. So that's why you're going to be your own brand. So this was this book that you got?
Yeah, so, you know, we obviously heard of Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People, but there's obviously books out now to how to do that again in the digital age. So that can be read and work out how to do exactly the same principle, but in a more of a digital platform, because that's obviously how we're operating today.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. So this was out of the book. Do you want to read it?
Sure. We must first remember that today's relational successes are not measured on a scale of media, which ones to use and how many friends, fans, or followers one can accumulate. They are measured on the scale of meaning. Becoming meaningful in your interactions and the path to success in any endeavor is similar and far more simpler. Yeah. The reason people notice, people remember, people are moved when their interactions with you are always leave them feeling a little bit better. So half the time everybody on Facebook wants to go, oh, I got 50 likes. Oh, I got 1,000 friends. Yeah, well, doesn't build a business if that's what you're using it for. People want to remember because they want to leave your page feeling better than when they started. You know what I mean? The same as what you were saying before. When you're putting up pictures, oh, I had a great drunken weekend, they just look at you and go, yeah, whatever the case may be. So you have to be conscious of it in your own way, how you operate the system.
I think it's about genuine likes too. People liking like a genuine like, not a pretend like buying like a lot of people do buy likes. What was that, Cara?
Instagram's actually changed their social media policy, so you can't actually see how many likes you've got for anything. All you can see is that you've got likes.
Cool.
So it's to stop cyberbullying and things like that.
Yep, which is fantastic.
Yeah, awesome.
Cool. So obviously things are always changing and evolving as we go, but you want to create those meaningful interactions. They want to be real and authentic. You'll get so much more back from it if you do that. So these are the 3 pillars when it comes to social media. So there's the network to be connected. And some people, they want to be connected to other people. I know I do. For me, I've got a lot of family and friends that don't live here. They're interstate. So it's a great way for me to be connected. Some people just want to be entertained. We all love those funny cat videos.
Construction videos.
Or construction for you. You just like machines that chop stuff and dig stuff up.
That's right.
We all like watching different things, kids doing funny things and all that. So, and then the rest is content and information. So people are loving that unique content. So people love to buy, but hate to be sold to. So people join people. So people are going to like it because they like what you've got and what you're sharing. So just remember, it's that know, like, and trust. So they're going to join people they know, people they like, and people they trust. And it takes time to build that like and trust. So what motivates your audience? So gaining pleasure and avoiding pain. And as Tony Robbins says, most people they'll do more to avoid pain than pleasure. Okay, so example, losing weight, preventing a heart attack, not answering to a boss, more time with the grandkids. So if you're looking at approaching 3 friends, I know we're doing this as our referral challenge, which I've failed dismally. I need to pick up my game for December. So approaching 3 friends through Messenger, looking at their profiles and finding that pain point, finding something maybe they're dissatisfied with. And this is only if you're comfortable doing this. I do like sometimes to go through and I know, Cara, you're saying you're talking to a friend and she was complaining about something, aches and pains and that, and you knew there was a solution and you just said, well, you know the solution for it. So it's a bit like that, looking for that pain point and then finding that solution.
She happens to be a Herbalife consultant, so.
Yeah, so she should know. So she should know. But, so if you just go through, sometimes you just see it. I know, James, you're very much on anyone that maybe has had things with suicide or those feelings from your personal experience that you often post. If anyone's ever feeling like please call me.
Well, that's right. I mean, I know of a few people in my time that have committed suicide and stuff like that and died of like drug overdose and stuff. So
if you were going through the newsfeed and someone's post came up where you knew, and I think you did it with Benita, you knew something was happening, you contacted her. Yeah.
That's
so
right.
they're the sort of things. Yeah. Look, you're not going to be able to do it with everyone. Sometimes it might not be appropriate, or you're not sure, or it's not the right time. But if you see it with certain people, maybe you can interact with them that way.
Yeah, well, that's right. I mean, I do know a lot of people. I mean, I worked doing security for many years, so I met a lot of people and they know who I am. So
yep.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not even on social media, it's just in life to life. You'll bump into someone and you'll see that their circumstances have changed too. So you really want to build real connections. It takes time, so be patient. Focus on genuine friendships and conversation. Find someone's pain point. You can see it anyway. Most people are quite happy to vent on Facebook and social media, so it's usually not too hard to find it. And just offer a solution. Maybe not in the first conversation, but just be real and genuine, and it's interesting what can happen from that. Growing your audience, so new eyes to see what you have to offer every day. So gain leverage through groups. So this is another way to do it, is that you go and you join 3 new groups every day, aiming for about 20 in total. So I know Gympie's got at least 25 to 30 different types, probably more now, and some have a lot of people on them and some don't. But you want to join ones that fit your niche, which is that might be nutrition based, like the truck driver one that we joined. You know, there's a few other ones there. You know, whatever it is that your interests are, that's what you would join. You want to check your the group rules for posting. I often do, and sometimes they change, so there's no spamming, obviously. You can have 5,000 friends on your page, so you want to choose wisely and only add people that you would consider working with. Of course, you've got friends and family as well. When you get friends requests, review each person, which I always do. Do they meet your requirements? And personally message them if you're not sure who they are. But if there's anything dodgy, I just delete them.
So with that too, and I know we're all different, I rarely will accept a friend request from a Herbalife person because they don't value my page. They don't value my business. So yes, you may be great friends with them, and if I've got a great relationship with that person, fine. But outside of that, I rarely will take a friend request from a Herbalife person. Because
so it kind of depends on who
and
you
how
are.
And how you're trying to build, because you got to remember, if all you're posting and there's 20 Herbalife friends are liking what you page, but no one else does, there's no point of being on your page. You might as well be off the platform.
So we were looking at a couple of people's Facebook profiles. So I was looking at Cheryl's the other day with her. We were on the phone and going through it. So she's got like 1,000 more people on her Facebook thing than I do, and I've been really going gung-ho with increasing it. And I said, you know what the great thing about yours, Cheryl, is you've got like 50 Herbalife people or mutual ones to me, and the rest are all like horsey people and stuff like that. And I said, I'm sure some of these are acquaintances. I said, but you're in that unique position where maybe you can start getting to know some of these people, engaging with them in the time you've got. So we talked about that. Then I had someone else as I went and did, and they had a very small friends list, and most of them were Herbalife people. And I said, we need to change this. We need to increase, and there was nothing wrong with liking Herbalife people, and doing that, sending them friends requests, because I have a lot of Herbie people as my friends. But if I know there's someone that their specific DMO is going into other people's friends lists, then they're probably not going to stay friends with me for long. So yeah, but you can put your security settings up high on your friends list so people can't see it. So there's a few things you can do with that. You can only see mutual friends. So yes, you want to say, thanks for your friends request. What inspired you to reach out to me? Wait 7 days and delete if they don't respond. So you don't want people that are just going to spam you. Like I've had it where I've sent someone a friends request, they accepted it, and then they sent me a pitch on their product. Didn't even use my name, like within less than 30 minutes.
You didn't buy anything?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Whereas I don't do that. Sure, I'm in a business, and yes, but I'd like them to be my client, but I'm not going to, I know you've got to think about why you're doing things and think long term. I hope that helps. Oh, yes. And with the groups that you're joining, just build up and then engage, like some of the posts and interact. So I'm on a lot of the Gympie ones, as everyone would know, and it's a good thing that I'm on all the Gympie ones, is that when you post, guess what? If I see it, I can like it and comment as well and help bump it up to the top. Because when you like and comment, it actually bumps it to the top of the group. So you want to support each other as well. Hey, Kara's a great coach. She's going to help you get great results, etc. So you can share your result, and it's a great way of getting more interaction on that group. So quick posts for your timeline and groups, the carrot and the stick. So basically having that carrot dangling for people to go for. So if I could show you how to lose 5 kilos before Christmas without having to hit the gym, would you be interested? You'd like that one. If you would like more info, PM me or hit me up. If I could show you how to earn extra income without hassling friends and family to do home parties, would you be interested?
PM me. Do you see what's in those 2 questions?
If I could show you.
If I, would you?
Yeah.
There you go.
So that's very much the GoPro with the Eric Worre. So you'd post in 5 groups a day, aim for 20 to 30 groups in total, which means you need to have a list of all the groups that you're posting in so you remember and can go back and bump that post. You don't want to continually be posting in and spamming that group, because I'll just kick you out. I know I've been kicked out of groups. Anyone else? It's happened to me, and trial and error, learning And you know what? You know my motto. If I can't go into a group, I'm probably just going to start my own and build it up. I know the Mary Valley one, the Mary Valley Notice Board or whatever I've called it, community group, I think. That one, it's taken me years and it's almost got 1,000 people. So, you know, it takes time to build it up. Some you can do quicker. So if you're wanting to start your own page or group, if you're trying to get into your local area, I definitely recommend it, but it does take time. So manage your friends' requests, engage in the groups. This is really important that you're interacting and just keep growing that audience. So final tips, ethics, definitely finding out. So for example, when Cara came through on the internet lead, I didn't know until you came in that you knew someone else that had done Herbalife, and I just asked you, are you going to go to them? You know, do you want to go back to them? And so you've got to do the ethics. It's really important because you're representing the company and you want to protect the golden goose. So you've got to stick to all the social media guidelines and rules. Keep a lot of balance of variety in your content, and definitely unique content. Taking photos of what you're doing, things you're making, and you want to keep it real. Sure, having, you know, a glass of wine or a beer, you know, going out and having some takeaway every now and then, like those sort of things. You know, having a barbie, you still want to have life, you know, because that's attractive. People don't want to think, oh, I've got to cut out everything for me to get a result, or I've got to hit the gym every day to get a result. People don't want that. They want some variety and a great, you know, balanced life. And if you're not sure about what to post and what to say, just ask one of your upline members or contact member relations. So I'm not sure what's coming up next. Oh, these are yours.
Okay. So is that your new social media?
I think so. Did everyone enjoy that? Did anyone learn anything new? Cara probably didn't, because you've already done a lot of social media stuff, haven't you? So that's okay.
Just the bio. I don't think I have enough, and I think Cara was talking about the add into your story. I've only just started to do that on Insta, so I'll just have to do that on Facebook as well, and
yep.
So a bit concurrent. Yeah.
Cool. So there's some good things. So I've learned some new things tonight. So thank you, everyone. I do appreciate it.
Cool.
Cool. Off you go.
So some of this is just off the weekly supplement that's come out recently, if you have or haven't read it, just in case you have. So what is I Learn? So it helps you go into the system. So you go to your weekly supplement, follow the process, and you can obviously put the bits and pieces in and learn some of the processes of what you actually know about Herbalife. And that's the process for me. So just thought I'd throw it up just in case anyone had or hadn't seen it.
I saw it, Ross, but I can't get into it.
Okay. I didn't even attempt to go into it. I just went, okay, yeah, fair enough, and went from there.
I did. I tried to find it and I cannot find it.
Okay, cool.
And I'm pretty techie, okay, so
okay.
Don't know what I did wrong.
It doesn't sound like Herbalife.
All right, but I'll admit I haven't attempted to go into it to do it because I just went, oh, okay, I don't know if there's anything I need to know or whatever, so I just moved on.
I'll give it another crack.
Cool, okay.
And if not, we can let corporate know.
Yeah, then we can let corporate know and say, hey, there seems to be a glitch within the system or whatever the case may be.
Yep.
Cool. Product training, presentation. So that's the first slide. And when you go in, if you're looking to, from your own point of view, inner nutrition product training or the outer nutrition product training, they're obviously not on here. You can download them. You can choose to print them out. I think the inner nutrition product training was about 50 odd pages in length, and the outer one was about 21. So if you're not sure of something so what I'm getting at is they're giving you the access and quick, easy access points to go, oh, that's right. So it's about a learning process and you can do it at your own pace. And
I think we should do a product training at the centre.
Okay, cool. But if you downloaded it onto your computer or wherever you downloaded it to, you don't have to print it out. You could then just flick through it and pull it up at any time you chose to. So I just thought I'd just put that out there, what's out as well. And this is another one that's fairly important. So the Australian Call Centre update, effective from the 4th of December. So they're now moving, the hub will be located in Kuala Lumpur. So there's a new phone number. The current phone number will still work, but as of the 1st of January, no, it won't. So you need to take note of that, write it down somewhere, because I can see what's going to happen somewhere about the 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th. Someone's going to want to ring corporate and won't be able to. So that again was in the weekly supplement. I gather they're going to shoot it out a few more times, but I just thought I'd bring it up so it's on the call, so the information is there. So promotions. So snakes and ladders. So snakes and ladders, the Bluetooth speaker, water resistant Bluetooth speaker, finishes tonight if that's what you're choosing to go for. So you understand, to recap how this works is, there's 4 weeks. So in each one of the weeks, you have to personally purchase 500 volume points within that time frame. So this one for the Bluetooth speaker was the 3rd to the 9th. Today being the 9th, you have to do 500 personally purchased. That is 500 of your own volume. That includes no downline. It's what you've ordered yourself. It's what personally purchased volume stands for. All right. You don't have to do it, but it's just so you are aware of it. And obviously, as of tomorrow, you could go and do that again. And obviously, the big question mark, then hopefully tomorrow they will tell us what it is.
I think the way to do it, if I was going to do this, is making sure I've got clients, like retail clients, and that they're ordering through me directly, and then I go and order at least 500 or more in each of those things. They do this each year, just so you know. And then if you do the whole 4 weeks, you get the bone. Oh no, sorry.
No. So this one's different than normal.
Yeah.
So they do this every Christmas, so you are aware of this for the future. So generally, they give you 4 weeks through the Christmas period where you can do 500 volume points each week. And then there's obviously a bonus qualification at the end that gives you a bonus item. Sometimes in the past, you would have had to order in 500 volume in every single week to actually get the bonus item. But this year they're saying you do not have to, long as within the qualification period you've ordered a total of 2,000 personally purchased volume, then you get to tell.
Well, that's a bit more flexible.
They've made it more flexible because someone might go, oh, I did an order today, and then they don't do an order until the 17th and go, oh, I've missed the second week because I didn't need anything. And I didn't need anything. I didn't have any clients. I didn't need anything. I hadn't got any customers in that period of time. And all of a sudden I got customers in the 3rd week, and that customer wanted 1,500 volume points for the product between whatever customers I had. You'd miss out on the qualification. So this way they've made it a little bit different. So I just thought I'd slightly explain that if anyone weren't sure. President's Showcase. So there's an STS this Saturday. All right. So
have you got this? I don't think I put the.
I do.
Oh, okay.
I got the agenda next.
Did you? Okay.
So there's an STS this Saturday if you've got a ticket. So if you're going, if you purchased a ticket, it's a decision you've got to look at. So also, I didn't put the agenda. No, I didn't. So with the STS, you did have the ability to ask a question from the 4 presidents team. Yes, Cara.
4 questions you can ask.
Can you ask 4?
You can ask a question of each of the presenters and one for all of them.
So have you asked 4 questions, Cara?
Yes.
Cool. Excellent.
So more importantly than that, though, is just in case, if you know someone in Brisbane or someone you want to bring along, guests can come from 12:20 p.m. to 4 p.m. For the Herbalife Opportunity Meeting, the product training, the gala showcase with lots. It's going to be mega results, so they're not impressed by that. And then the Christmas party nibbles. And I think we're supposed to bring a plate anyway.
Can I just ask you where Sunpack
Sunpack is Sunnybank.
Oh, Sunnybank.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I might get the address from you later. I'm trying to, help one or two go along.
You coming on Saturday?
No, she's inviting someone. So
just checking.
12:20 p.m. to 4 p.m. So I think that's pretty good actually. If you've got, who do you know in Brisbane, or who do you know that will come along and want to be there for the day, I think it would be pretty fantastic. So I would definitely I'm going to go through my list and invite some people through tomorrow and see if I can get some people there for that as a guest.
And so how much is it for the guest to go?
Nothing.
Okay.
Free. No different than them going to the HOM componentry of the day.
Who do you know in Brisbane? Who do you, friends, family, relatives, Facebook friends, even if you just put it on your timeline, hey, this is coming up on Saturday, who do you know? So the agenda's on Challenge Yourself Daily. You can actually just, I think it's on one of the Queensland
groups.
Yeah, the Queensland, Queensland one. Go on it, click it, cut it down to the part, just chop the thing down and then just send it to people, or just make up your own little message that you could send. So I'd just be inviting some people. If you're going anyway, why not have some guests there?
Yep.
That's what I'd do.
Cool.
And it's going to be a really great day anyway. And yes, you get trained by 4 President's Team members. So there'll be lots of personal development and a really great way to finish off the year.
Yeah, so really when you think about it, the results factor is what it's about. And when
Yes.
you think about the business is about results, and if you get a client there and they're looking at those results and that's not enough to inspire them to make a decision, then obviously nothing's going to inspire them to make a decision if they see all the results that they're potentially putting up. All right. So the Let's Go for 2020. So the next one for January is an actual Gympie goal setting workshop on Saturday, the 4th of January from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Right, it's totally free for guests and members. It's at the decks downstairs in the function room, so it won't be at the centre this time. It'll actually be at the decks, so we've got enough room to invite the entire Gympie to come in and do a goal setting workshop.
Yeah, so this is the one I've got for the STS on Saturday for them to promote it. So I've got 3 different types. One's a printable version. Don't print this one. I'll use up too much black ink. But this is a good one to post. So
Yep.
I've got a few, and you can also make up your own, but I'll get all those out to everyone. So you've got ones you can just put your name and number on the bottom and get them out. And you can make posters, you can do letterbox drops, you can put it on social media. There's lots and lots of ways of getting it out there and just inviting people. The event will go up in about 2 weeks, like 2 weeks before the actual event on Facebook. So you got to invite people onto that, but just keep it fresh in people's minds that this is one to go to. There'll definitely be some Herbalife products for them to try and a Herbalife presence, but it's purely a goal setting workshop. So Spectacular is coming up fast. 17th to the 19th. It's going to be pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to it. They've got so much to fit into that weekend. You're going to have a ball. It's going to be fun. It's going to be inspiring. It's going to be great. And you're going to take heaps of notes and bring a lot of stuff back with you from that event. But I just want you to fully immerse yourself in the whole experience and have a great time. I can't wait. And you know what? I'm really excited about all the people. It's their first time that I get to be there watching you experience it for the first time. That's pretty cool as well. So, and congratulations to everyone that's going and is qualified for different things. Like I know Michael and Cara qualified for the Special World Team Active Supervisor training on the Friday afternoon. That will be pretty cool with the guest speakers. I know James and Amanda are going along, Lindy, Cheryl, Trish, and I know there's going to be lots and lots of people, and there's probably still more people that are going to come. Oh, Emery as well, sorry, Emery, and lots of other people that aren't on the call tonight. We can't wait to see you all there and experience it with you. So the guest speakers is the next one. So Trey and Mamie, they're definitely looking forward to sharing with us, and they have a centre, and even though they've got nutrition clubs and things like that, I still think what they're doing and the way that they help people and develop those communities, that's what it's all about. I don't know. So I think you should just go for it.
So you think you should just go for it. So before we go on to whatever other slide you've got, don't forget we've also got, and we didn't put it up, the basic team calls on again this Thursday night at 8 o'clock. So we'll be going through,
I think it's continuation of the 90-day
plan and then you're doing a bit of tracking of the business. And,
So just business essentials and things that you should do to track and keep gauges and that on your business.
Yeah, so we'll do that this Thursday night. We'll put that together between now and then. So just thought I'd raise that. I know we didn't put a slide up for that.
And to finish, decide what you want, believe you can have it, believe you deserve it, and believe it's possible for you. So, and I think it's great to have this. We've got an awesome group of people, and I totally believe in you. So I believe that you can do whatever you want and go wherever you want in this business. So all the way up to Founders Circle and beyond, because obviously there'll be something more than Founders Circle in the next 10 years. So, just go for it. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. So did everyone enjoy the call? Cool. So that's finished recording, so we can get that organising. So I'll stop share. It's our awesome mastermind group. I'm going to finish recording and get that organised, and then we can chat.